happens in everyone's life, where one has to think about so many things and how to live the life itself.
The Bhagavad Gita's timeless wisdom, once locked in Sanskrit verses, now sings through Carnatic music, thanks to maestro's vision.
Bhagavad Gita, if you translate it, it means God's song. It is a universal message for everyone to understand the meaning of life.
On May the 18th, 2025, Tempe, Arizona's mayor declared Delhi P Sundar Rajan Day, honoring his 50-year musical legacy, coinciding with the launch of Gita Sangeeta Yatra, a global quest to share Gita's timeless wisdom, uniting communities through soulful songs.
We have sparked that interest for them to go and look back what is Bhagavad Gita.
Spark program, and what are we to expect from this platform?
Started this Park Global project, where we are going to provide resources for eager learners, students of music, to understand and appreciate our music very well. So make the mechanism of learning itself very enjoyable. And we were able to train the local people there. They become very excited, very enthusiastic. We plan to take it like this to many cities in the US and also in India.
Hello, namaskaram. Welcome to a very special episode of Pitch Cafe Podcast. This is a place where we bring you face to face with visionaries and missionaries, entrepreneurs and change makers. How many of us have not heard of the term Bhagavad Gita, what it stands for? Today we have two Carnatic classical musicians who are here to propagate this knowledge in the form of music. And how does this whole mission and vision work? Let's find out more from the very esteemed dignitaries here. To my right is Vidushi Srimati Divya Ramesh, who is the founder of Safalya Music Academy. This organization since 2009 has educated many young talent into Carnatic musicians, and to her right is the very esteemed stalwart of South Indian Carnatic music, who is of international repute and fame, who has performed with many internationally acclaimed musicians across the world like Balaburali Krishna, Zakir Hussain, and today he is here to make this vision of Bhagavad Gita come true. Vidwan Delhi P Sundar Rajan, also fondly called as DPS. Welcome to Pitch Cafe Podcast, both of you.
Thank you.
So, madam, the last time you spoke, you talked about the declaration of Delhi P Sundar Rajan Day at Tempe, Arizona, and the mayor himself declared it so. What is the speciality of this event? Why was this declaration called so? What is the story behind this?
I'm very happy to say that May 18th, 2025 was declared as Delhi P Sundar Rajan Day in Tempe, Arizona by the mayor Coreuts. I'm so happy because that was our first launch of Gita Sangeeta Yatra. So as you said, we both are coming together to the Gita Sangeeta Yatra, wherein essence of the Bhagavad Gita is connected through music. Whatever is there in Bhagavad Gita, of course, our saint composers like Tyagaraja, Purandardasa, all these people, the reflection of what the teachings of Bhagavad Gita can be seen. So we as the musicians, we want to, under his guidance, and he is a great stalwart in this music field. So with his guidance, invaluable guidance, we thought we should go to each place and spread this in the way we are proficient with. And music is the best way to connect to every person. So Gita Sangeeta Yatra is a very special project wherein we are going from place to place and connecting with the local people there. And he will be teaching them the wonderful compositions, and I will be narrating those compositions in connection to the Bhagavad Gita. And the launch of that was what happened in Arizona in SVK Temple on May 18th. And that was a very special day wherein the mayor of the Tempe, Arizona declared that as Delhi P Sundar Rajan Day for his service in the music for almost 50 years now.
What an appropriate way to celebrate a musician who's contributed to South Indian Carnatic classical field for 50 whole years, and not stopping here, taking it to the next level, bringing it to the next generation. So amazing. On that note, sir, please tell us why you are backing the Safalya Performing Arts Resources for Knowledge, the SPARK program, and what are we to expect from this platform?
Thank you very much. First of all, I'm very, very happy to participate in this wonderful podcast. And like you were talking, and I'd like to express my thanks to the mayor of Tempe, Arizona, for having conferred this honor upon me. And it was a wonderful feeling being there and, showcasing the Gita, Bhagavad Gita in Arizona. Like you were asking about the Spark Global Project. So, as you know, Safalya, founded by Vilushi Divya Ramesh, and she is a very, very well respected teacher, music teacher in the Bay Area. And for some years back, when Divya came under my tutelage, I was so happy to see so many children here who are being trained by her. And the quality of training was such that I was really so impressed that to see that she has perfected a method by which each and every student of the Safalya Music Academy is doing wonderfully well.
Yeah.
So, and then I also became a part of this wonderful school. And then slowly we thought of various ways in which we can take this movement forward.
Yeah.
So for that reason, we started this Spark Global Project. So where we are going to provide resources for eager learners, students of music, to understand and appreciate our music very well. So we are going to be having, it's a very composite program where we are going to be having a lot of, for example, training videos. I'm just trying to give you some tangible information about what it actually is. Some training videos. Suppose the student is very keen, or he or she has the aptitude to take it further, so they can understand more from those videos. And then we'll be having some retreats and things like that. Make the mechanism of learning itself very enjoyable. These are some of the main goals of Spark. And of course, Divya will tell you more about it as well.
And also in the Spark Global Project, especially the Spark is like a one center platform wherein we have this global project where we may go outreach and we may connect with a lot of people. And also my school is there, and so he has also many students worldwide and everywhere. So this becomes a sole one-stop platform wherein the vast experience of Sir is captured.
Yeah.
So, like, it may be even a simple, like, even the child who's learning the Gitams, they also can explore the vastness in our music. And it is the way he's created those resources are so very apt. I would say that it is very appropriate to what the level of the child is learning. So still there are raga phrases. If they have taken a Malahari raga, for example, there is enough appropriate proportion what that child can take at that level.
Yeah.
And it's just not learning a Geetam and coming out. So that curiosity is sparked in the Spark platform. So that is the main thing. And also it's all like the completely curated and custom recorded for the Spark itself. It's not like we have captured with some when he was doing some workshops or something. It's completely curated for the Spark platform itself.
Madam, you were talking about the various offerings of the Spark platform, and you mentioned the word Gita Sangeeta.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about it and why people should sign up for Gita Sangeeta? What is the value it brings and what is the structure you're providing? Beginners or advanced music learners can come and participate.
So in Gita Sangeeta project, actually anyone can be part of it, right? So it caters everyone, from a simple composition to the advanced, even for the advanced learners. So in Gita Sangeeta, as the name itself says, Gita and Sangeeta. So we are coming together to spread the essence of Bhagavad Gita through music. Music is something I would say everyone, no, I don't think so there is anybody who will not like music.
Yeah.
It may be in any country you go, even just not limited to India or US. Anywhere you go, the very common way a person connects is music.
Yeah.
And what other powerful medium can we think of when we already are into music? So we thought, especially there is this Vishwa Gita Paryaya being done by Puttige Swamigalu, as you know. So during that time, there's a project wherein going as Koti Gita Lekhana Yagna.
Yeah.
So when I also started writing the Gita, for me everything it is very attractive, or something which I can connect to is through music. So when I was writing the Gita, I felt these shlokas are exactly what it's been reflected in our Tyagaraja Kritis. So I thought, okay, maybe this is a very good way. Everybody knows that, but showing it practically, that the shloka from this chapter to this chapter is also what Tyagaraja is reflecting in his composition. So showing that relation and giving that dimension of thinking to our audience.
Correct.
And of course, with wonderful concert by Sir.
Yeah.
And without limiting to just a concert platform, going beyond and connecting with the local community, wherein from that list of compositions, he will be teaching the interested people there the compositions from that list, which we again connect back to the Gita. So that is what the main goal of Gita Sangeeta is. What do you want to add?
Yeah, see, basically, like she was saying, we were talking about our Gita Sangeeta project, the launch in Arizona. So the most important thing, I think, is to establish a connect with people. And what better medium can we have than the Bhagavad Gita itself through music? Like we were talking about Safalya and the Spark project, what we do in that. So nowadays, we know that we have information everywhere. Sometimes it's overload, so to say. And in olden days, when, say, for example, we were learning, our resources were not so much. But at the same time, we used to know what to look for. Our gurus used to tell us what to look for. And we used to keep on listening to that, keep on practicing that for hours, days together. But nowadays, we have so much around everywhere. So what are the things which can be tailor-made to a particular student?
Yeah.
That is one of the very, very important things we do in Spark. So each student, we know the capacity and the aptitude of each student, and tailor-make our videos and things like that to cater to the level of each and every student. So that's something very unique, and he or she can tap on that resource to understand and develop his or her own art in the best way possible. That is one of the very important things we are doing in Spark.
Yeah. So you're saying customized microlearn.
Definitely.
Like small modules of learning, but customized to student.
Yeah.
At whatever learning level they are.
Exactly. That's very important, because what to listen to is something very, very important. So we have, we call Shravana Marga is something which is very important for every student of music, not only music, be it any branch of knowledge. Listening to something and imbibing what comes in it is very important. So especially in music, it plays a very important role. So we will give them a lot of resources. This is just one part of it. And what exactly to learn? What are the methods if a student employs to practice, he or she will do the best? All these will be taught by the videos which we present in Spark. That is one of the things. Then we were talking about how we are reaching the local people in the area we go. For example, we went to Arizona right now, and there were some music teachers in the area who were training their students. So we talked to them, and then when we presented this idea, they were so enthused. They came forward immediately and said, "Oh my God, this is such a great thing!" And we were able to train the local people there. And what happened was they become very excited, very enthusiastic, and came up with so many ideas, and they wanted to come and participate and spread the message of Bhagavad Gita. We were able to achieve that in the first program itself we did, and it was appreciated so well by the people there. And this is one of the things we did, and we plan to take it like this to many cities in the US and also in India. So, and nowadays, that Bhagavad Gita is a universal thing. Everyone around the world knows about Bhagavad Gita. I don't think there will be anyone who doesn't know if we mention the name Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavad Gita itself, literally, if you translate it, it means God's song.
Yeah.
So there is song, and there is the divine blessing of the Almighty. So in whatever way you want to project or understand it as, some people may call it God, some people can say consciousness, some people can say the Almighty or the Supreme Being, whatever it is. And it doesn't have to be anything totally religious based also. It is a universal message for everyone to prosper, for everyone to understand the meaning of life, for everyone to understand the meaning of the purpose in life.
Yeah.
So Bhagavad Gita, I think, empowers each and every individual like that. So that being the case, if you are able to tell people about this through the wonderful medium of music, and Carnatic music is such that everyone who is in the field, or generally, it is very well known that if a person learns music, Indian music especially, and Indian music is such that it has two distinct systems, like Hindustani and Carnatic music. So we have seen that if you learn this particular form of music, I have personally seen that you can identify yourself, understand any system of music in the world. That is the greatness of our music. That being the case, and say if you are able to make people understand the greatness of another great text like the Gita through music,
Yeah.
what better medium do you require? You know?
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
So the text of Bhagavad Gita is in Sanskrit, and through your form of music, you're teaching the Bhagavad Gita in simplified form of songs or Gitas. Is that correct?
That's right. That's right. See, we have some already very famous songs.
Yeah.
Like Tyagaraja's compositions.
Yeah.
For
We are
example,
not composing anything. So as you see, we are connecting. There is already the great bhakti movement which has happened, and that was the whole and sole goal of the great composers, wherein they brought all the essence which are there in this Puranas and the various texts which were in Sanskrit in the very simple common language of the people.
Yeah.
So there is already enough great resources already for us done by the great composers. So this is basically, we are connecting those resources which is already there, that is like the Tyagaraja compositions which are in Telugu already, to the Bhagavad Gita which is there in a simple Sanskrit.
Yeah.
So
So this is an incredible effort. Can you give us a demonstration of what the shloka looks like and what the song looks like? If you have some in your memory which you can share with the audience.
absolutely. So like one of the compositions in our list which we there are many. I mean, one I would immediately think of is from the chapter 1 and 2, wherein there is a composition by Tyagaraja, Bhagayanaya.
Bhagayanaya, yeah.
So if you see in Bhagayanaya, the charanam, maybe he can sing a little, and then I can connect that to the
So
shloka.
yeah, so this is just one of the droplets of the entire
Exactly.
ocean. You know,
Yeah.
so for example, this Bhagai. In fact, we presented this song in the concert that day in Arizona. So this is in a beautiful raga called Chandra Jyoti.
Chandra Jyoti.
Chandra Jyoti. You can say the light of the moon. So if you literally translate it. So this song, Tyagaraja has talked about various things. And in fact, very interesting to see that from the time we start learning the music, I mean, from the time we start learning the compositions of these great saint composers like Purandaradasa, Tyagaraja, Muthuswami Dikshiter, Shyama Sastri, these three are called the trinity of Carnatic music. And Purandaradasa is the Sangeeta Pitamaha, who just gave us this music itself.
Yeah.
He gave us how we have to practice.
Yeah.
For example, you have the Sarali Varisais and things like that.
Correct.
Sari ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa. Now, this is the first step for a student to learn. So this all the methods of learning, this was given to us by the great Purandaradasa. Then all the other great saint composers have followed his footsteps to understand and appreciate the greatness of music, the greatness of various scriptures and things like that. So for example, this Bhagayanaya, see, it's very well known that Krishna himself, the great Lord Krishna, was himself, he was like a magician. You know, he's used to do so many things. We all know about Krishna's stories. So in this, he is the main character in Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna guides Arjuna when he's in the moment of despair.
Yeah.
And he's in the battlefield, the Kurukshetra battlefield. And all around he sees his own people, his own teachers, his own relatives, everyone there, the people whom he actually loves. And there's a situation where he has to fight them.
Yeah.
This kind of situation, it happens in everyone's lives, I would say. So many moments are there where one has to think about so many things and how to live the life itself. So, as you know, Bhagavad Gita offers solutions to a lot of today's problems.
Yeah.
We talk about how Gita can be a stress reliever.
Yeah.
If you take some teachings of the Gita, how you can be at peace. So many things are there. So these are all interpretations which we get from these shlokas. For example, Bhagaya Neyya Ni Mayalanto. This particular song is in Telugu language, composed by Sangeeta Raja. Bhagaya Neyya Ni Mayalanto. Bhagaya Neyya Ni Mayalanto. Brahmankaina Kuniyada Taramavagayanaya Mayalinto Mayalinto. How enormous, how great is your Maya, is the magic you do, and even the creator Brahma, he cannot understand what you're doing. So always Tyagaraja has this cryptic message in the Pallavi where he talks about something which we'll be like, what is he saying? We don't even understand what is he saying. Then he comes to this is a style of composition, not intentional, but that's how it is. Then he comes to the Charanam and then connects it. Charanam is the concluding part of the composition. Then he connects it with the Pallavi to make us understand what he said in the beginning in the first place.
Yeah.
So then he talks about Igarudamuno nonerinchuchuno nekadani balbudayo vagayaniya. You gave this very beautiful science, this secret. You taught this, and then at the end you say it's not me. What are you talking about? Tyagaraja comments on Lord Krishna's, Maya, magic. Then at the Karanam, Alanadu Kauravulana Jamana Alari Dosamunu Naruni Juji Papa Palamu Niku Tanaku Ledani Chakaga Palana Museya Leda Tyagarajanuta Gayanaya. So then he says that when Arjuna is in despair, not knowing what to do, then Arjuna thinks that war is a sin.
Yeah.
That is what he thinks at that time. Then you gave this wonderful teaching and made him understand what it's all about. It is your duty which you have to do. And then the Papa Punya Fam, the Phala, is the result of your actions is not applicable to you or me. Don't think about that. Just do your duty, which is the central message of Bhagavad Gita. It was elaborated by Lord Krishna. That's what Tyagaraja says in this particular song. So you see how beautifully it relates. And even the choice of the raga. For example, small thing, when he describes the Maya of Lord Krishna, even Brahma can understand what is happening. Ni Maya Lento, Ni Maya. So we can actually feel that happening.
Yeah.
So it's so dramatic, and that is how it can easily reach people. When they listen to such songs, they can easily place themselves in the situation and see, what a great difference it makes, what peace it brings to them when you listen to these songs. So that is our central idea.
Amazing. This is your genius.
Absolutely. So, this composition, like as he said, Alanadu Kauravulanu Anachamani, that one, where as he explained so beautifully. So that is actually wherein in the Gita you can see the shloka, wherein he says, Ya enam vetti hantaram, yaschainam manyate hatam. Ubhau tahu na vijanito nayam hanti na hanyate. Wherein he tells, you're thinking that as though you are killing everybody or something, but there is a soul, right? The soul cannot be killed, nor the soul will kill.
Yeah.
So he reminds him of his duty as a warrior.
Yeah.
So Krishna reminds him as his duty as a warrior.
Amazing.
So, and just imagine a program wherein there is a narration and goes with a beautiful, soulful singing and explanations by the stalwart, our Vidwan Delhi P Sundar Rajan sir.
Yeah.
And I would say this is a great opportunity of learning for me. To just be under his guidance and so much of I just can't say the experience. It can only be felt. That's all I can say.
So I should thank my stars. I am in the presence of two magicians who are bringing the divine knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and showing people the way to lead life, giving them purpose by way of music. But what kind of music? Music which is funneling the wisdom of our ancient tradition and our ancient scriptures by simple words, using simple songs, and so simplified that even children can sing them, they can understand them. What is a good way for people to sign up for this program, and what can they expect? Like, will they be coming to events, or are they going to have a virtual guidance? What is the mode to connect with you?
So we actually did a couple of, actually, as I said, since this is a global platform, we have created a one-stop, as I said, we are using the Spark Global Club platform as one center point. So people can go and subscribe to our newsletter there, and we are going to give them the more information. The mode of learning will be online and in person because, as I already told, we are going to go to those different places and we are going to connect with the local community there. So, but the learning should not stop.
Yes.
So what we are trying to do is, of course, there is an online, since the technology is so wonderful, that we are going to use the online online medium of teaching, and so that everybody across the globe can be in one centralized place, that is the online learning. But again, as the day approaches, we are in that place and we will definitely connect to them in person also.
So, madam, I am an adult seeker. I know that the youth are the greatest beneficiaries of your school.
Absolutely.
But what do you have for people like us who are, in awe of music, but we have our own pace of picking up things? So, is there any availability for adults to come and join as well?
No, as we said, this is for everyone. We are not saying that only people who knows music or has learned music should sign up, right? This is for everyone. It caters from simple kritis to the advanced concepts, and he is the I would say he's the best person to judge that, seeing the crowd and what should be given in what proportion is. He's the magician who will do that, and so I'm sure anyone and everyone can join. And of course, with the supporting materials on the Spark, they all get the access wherein we would have simplified what they have learned so that they can always have the 24/7 access to those resources.
Yeah.
So which will absolutely help any learner if they're keen on learning.
Yeah.
But as you said, our focus definitely is a lot of, I would say, youth, right? Because we feel they are the next generation, and they must learn. And you will not believe, when we went to the Phoenix, especially the youth, they were so keen. I mean, even when we did the retreat, also it was amazing to see the little kids. They know so much of stories from Mahabharata. They knew who was Ekalavya. When we did the Damsharats, wherein especially the retreat is very, very, we had curated it in a very fun way. Because these are all the great wisdom, but maybe as an adult, me and you can connect. But the kids here, it has to be something interesting. But we made it interesting by making them do some chanting in an open area at the morning. Just imagine this at the time of early morning, doing it in the outdoor, chanting in the outdoor, how peaceful that feel itself, and interesting games around the Bhagavad Gita. So there is a curiosity among these kids. I myself, as a teacher, many times, we pilot things in our own school, wherein these kids they ask many interesting questions.
Yeah.
And that is something like a win for us. Oh, we have sparked that interest for them to go and look back. What is Bhagavad Gita?
Yeah.
Who is Krishna? Who is Arjuna? What happened in the Mahabharata?
Yeah.
So that is a great win for us. If every child, the next generation, can read Bhagavad Gita and understand and make it part of their life.
Sir, any last thoughts before we close the conversation?
No, Divya was saying, I was in this retreat. One very great thing about it is that we teach them all these songs with such powerful meanings, and it's like it is a. It can tell you how a person has to lead his life, and when we are inculcating all these things to the kids at such a young age, the important thing is that it should not just become some sort of a task for them. Oh my God, I have to sit and learn this song.
Yeah.
I have to practice. My mom will tell me in the morning to get up and practice this. Oh, I had to do it. No, slowly. Of course, it will be like that for some time. The moms will do that. And that I think is the secret of success of all the kids, But that is there. But slowly, as the kids start to learn more, when they participate in these kinds of projects, like how wonderfully she had arranged this retreat, when the entire process of learning became such fun.
Yeah.
They didn't have to sit down and then they were just playing, and they were enjoying the songs, and there were so many beautiful games there, and they learned in the process.
Amazing.
It was not some kind of a mundane kind of a boring activity. It was not like that. They had fun doing it, and that should be the goal of teaching itself, I believe, and it should be inspirational.
Yeah.
So these are some of the key points which we have in mind while trying to teach the children. And like I said, as musicians, when we learn or when we perform or when we learn new compositions and we delve into different languages, because there are so many things, I always used to feel that every song of these great composers has so much powerful meaning inside them. And I used to think that so many connects with various scriptures and treatises is there on all the Tara Swami's compositions or all the great composers. Then I would feel that, oh my God, this relates so well with Bhagavad Gita, or this relates so well with this particular shloka. I wish if we were able to express this. And I wish if, whatever we are able to understand and communicate to people, and we are able to see that they understand the importance of what we are telling them, and it benefits them in some way, that is what we ask for. So I always used to feel that. And I'm so happy that with this project, we are aiming to achieve that. And whatever we have been wanting to do all our lives to make it, to reach this to people, has been possible through this wonderful Gita Sangeeta Yatra. And I would especially like to thank you because, and you are making this possible through your beautiful podcast, and we are really thankful to you.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. We are really thankful. And you are, in fact, helping us to reach many people, I would say, because with your wonderful channel, which I follow, I know you have a great people coming in and talking, and it's such a wonderful podcast, and we are so happy that we were also invited, and you are giving us that chance to spread this wonderful message, I would say.
Yeah, thank you, DPS sir and Divya madam. The most well-spent hour of my life, I would say. Sitting next to two amazing visionaries, and so selflessly you're propagating this amazing wisdom, and you're making learning fun and learning count. Every minute spent learning classical music, so many aspects of a child's or a grown-up's personality is shaped. This is immersive education at its best. So I wish you all the best with the Spark platform and the Gita Sangeeta program. And I want all of you to sign up. Whoever is watching this, I'm definitely going to sign up. I'm not going to let this opportunity go. And I'll see you on the other side hopefully at one of their meetups. Thank you so much and stay tuned.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you.